Yellow, it's Wednesday. It's Kira, it's Comfy Fitness, and I have your exercise of the day. Today we're going to be doing a dynamic warrior, or I like to call it a drinking bird, with, it's going to sound complicated, but it's not, a front raise, a pull down, and then we return. Okay, so what it looks like all together is we're going to come up and bring our arms right around our ears. We're going to hinge at the hip. So it's like a door hinge. You want to make sure that you're, straight across with how your hips line up here. You don't want to be laterally rotated in the hip like that. Whoa. You want to have it straight across. Arms up. We're going to pull down, elbows to the side body, coming back up, and then back to our starting position. Okay. We're going to alternate that, coming down, pulling down, coming back, and just make sure the arms are right around the ears and the elbows come, like if you have a seam down your body, you want to bring your elbows into that seam and your forearms in line with all of that. So really laterally flexing in that shoulder for a powerful back. We have 3 sets of 12. We're going to do 6 each side. I'm going to alternate. Let's party. Oh, and if you want to use weights, you can pick up weights if you want to make this harder, and do a front raise with the weights, pull down, and then return. Okay? Here we go. 3 sets of 12. Let's hit it. And coming down, we're going to take this nice and slow. There's no need to rush. Pull down and release. That's 1. Oh, my right hip is so tight. I'm going to go ahead and apologize for the performance of my right hip today because it's already really mad at me. 3. Good. Coming down, feel your hips just hinging right at that moving hip. 4. Whoa. Flattening that back. If you can be in front of a mirror, like I have the advantage of a mirror right here, be sure to check yourself out because you're sexy. 6. And because, whoa, you want to create as much of a straight line from your heel to your head as you can. 8. I already feel my upper back lining up. I was really worried that 12 altogether instead of 12 aside wasn't going to be enough. 9. But it's actually really good. So if you're not feeling that burn in your upper back, that's 10. What I really want you to take on is pressing your shoulders away from your ears and really raising your arms up to right around your ears. Last one here. Oh, booyah. Round 1 is done. Let's take 30 seconds to break. Awesome. That's a great exercise. Go me. Thanks, Kira. You're welcome, Kira. Awesome. All right, so one thing you can really make sure to look at when you're doing this, if you don't have a mirror, is that your toe that's floating is facing down. Okay, a big mistake is the opening of the hip, and then your toes are going to face outward like that. So face it downward, and don't do it with your ankle. That's cheating, okay? Really bring the hip down and straight. Here we go, round 2. Let's hit it. And bringing it up. Pull down, and 1. And down we go. Oh, my hip. Oh, my cats. And 2. Keeping that tummy tight the whole time. Inhaling, exhaling, inhaling, exhaling. 3. And 4. Good. Keeping those shoulders back and broad the whole time. 5. Always creating the shape with your body that you want in your normal life. 6, okay? That's a pretty good rule of thumb. So if you want big, broad shoulders, like squared shoulders, 7, square them off, right? They don't just happen on their own. You have to perpetuate them. 8, lengthening wosies. 9, hopefully my hips are still staying straight. 10, another way to make sure that your arms are really coming up as far as they should is that you can look under your arms, okay? 11, a little peekaboo. And last one here, so like this, hell, so you're not up here. 12, okay? So we have 30 more seconds, and then we do our third and final round. And then Wednesday's over. And then we move on with our lives. Doesn't that sound awesome? And if you're part of our Exercise of the Day challenge, be sure to share this exercise to your page so that we can add you into a drawing for a spectacular mystery prize at the end of the month. So be sure to share it out. You can also do it on Instagram. We'll be sure to add you to the bucket of names. Here we go. Last one. Let's hit it. We front raise. Come into that warrior. Lat pull down. If you're using weights, you're a stud. Just want to give you acknowledgement with that, especially if your form is perfect. And I recommend not putting weights in your hands until your form is perfect. Like this is going to be good enough, right? Just moving. Breaking that sweat. Definitely sweating. You know, making the muscles of your body work together to make this movement happen. And doing it in a really integrous way is how you're going to advance your fitness and your strength, okay? So really take on doing this with the best possible form, you know? If you need to be by the wall to help stabilize yourself, that's okay, you know? I do this all day, every day. So I got kind of good at it over time. This is the last two. And shoulders back, remember? Stick out those chests. Booyah, we're done. All right, that's Wednesday's exercise of the day. I'll see you again tomorrow. Peace.